What's up, you guys? Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we'll be talking about what I wish I knew when I was younger. But before we get started, please hit the like button, drop a comment below, and hit the subscribe button as well. Let's get started. One thing I wish I did when I was younger was take some time to digest what it is I actually want to do in my life, and so I can provide some more clarity. And what I'm referring to is in today's day and age, you go on YouTube, you go on Facebook, you go wherever on social media, and you're just bombarded with so many ads about doing this or don't go to college or go to college or do this career choice because there's a high outlook for it, or do this career choice because it's a high paying job and there's going to be growth and so on and so forth. I think the issue to deciding what you want to do in your life, whether in a career or what path you want to take, is that we're not taking the time to decide what we actually want out of our lives. If you decide and figure out what you actually want out of your life, whatever that may be, it might sound crazy to me, it might sound crazy to someone else, but if it's what you want to do, then that's exactly what you should do. And I think that today, when we see all these different paths, it might be really difficult to decide what to do or where to go or what's the right thing to do. And to be honest, there really isn't any right choice. When I say there isn't a right choice, is because it's up to you. And so I know that's probably contrary to what your family might say, to what your friends might say. They're probably pushing you in one direction. Family pressure is huge. It could be your mom wants to be this, your dad wants to be that, and your grandparents want something else, and you want deep down something else as well. And maybe you don't know what you want, so you just decide to follow this path of what feels right. In today's video, what I really want you to do is challenge yourself. I want you to decide to take the time to think about what it is you actually want to do. What is your end goal? And it doesn't really matter how you get there. But the process to that point is what matters. And then during that process, your end goal is going to change. More than likely, it's going to be something else. I've had so many different end goals I can think of since high school, since grammar school. I thought I wanted to be a professional soccer player or tennis player when I was younger. That's what I wanted to do. I had this idea of these private jets I was dreaming about, and shaking hands with Roger Federer, and knowing Cristiano Ronaldo, having it on speed dial on my phone, and all this stuff. As I've grown older and wiser, obviously I know that wasn't my path even close. And that's a far-fetched dream, for me at least it was, because I wasn't that talented in those sports. However, in high school I had different dreams as well. I wanted to become a doctor, and then in college I had also had different dreams, from wanting to become a doctor to becoming choosing a different position in the healthcare field, and having a different outlook on what I actually want in my life. What's really important during these years of development, in the early 20s and in the teens as well, 18, 19, 17, what's really important is that you take time to be self-aware. Deciding a time weekly or daily to ask yourself what it is you really want out of your life. When you decide what it is you want out of your life, you need to just go and fucking grab it. You just need to go and find a way to get there. And that's where it becomes fun, because, whatever you decide you want, you now have to take the time to figure out what it is and how you're going to get there. And that's where you have to become creative. That's where you have to ask questions. That's where you have to network with people. That's where you have to go out of your comfort zone to figure out what you want to do. And I challenge you to not trust what everyone else is telling you to do. I challenge you to decide what you want to do and to go and do it, no matter what anyone says. You cannot be afraid to stand alone. You cannot be afraid to walk alone, because you're going to have to walk alone at some point in your life. You're going to have to stand alone for yourself and fight for what you believe is right, and fight for what you believe is what you want your life to be like. And that's very challenging. That's not easy at all. I know I'm saying like it's easy, but it's not easy at all. And it takes a lot of courage, it takes a lot of confidence, it takes a lot of self-discipline. But I'm telling you that it is 100% worth it. No matter what anyone tells you to do, you're never going to do it the way you would do something that you actually want to do. you're never going to do it with love. You're never going to do it with passion. You're never going to do it with that drive that you have internally that no one can explain. When you have that drive to do what it is you want to do, there's no hours of the day that you won't work. There isn't vacation because you're loving what you do. So as I challenge you to do these things, please realize that before you decide to go to college, before you decide, where you're going to go after you graduate college, if you are in college or you're in trade school or whatever it is, please ask yourself, take some time to realize what you want to do. And if you don't know right now, try things out. For example, I'm trying to make YouTube videos this year. So my goal for 2020 was to make YouTube videos and to try to see if I like it, if I don't like it. It might fit me, it might not fit me, I might get success from it, I might not get success for it. But I know I like to help people, I know I like to talk, I can talk for days, and I thought I'll put a camera in front of myself and see what happens. So I'm giving myself a year to see if I like it or not. So you need to try things out. And, there's a high risk of failure for this YouTube thing. There's a good chance I'll get a lot of criticism for doing it. It can be embarrassing. It could be all sorts of things to put yourself out there. But it's important to try, and you can say that I tried it and I didn't like it, and that's totally fine. You can say you failed. You can say you succeeded. Those are both important. It's so important to fail. People just are so afraid to fail. It's so important to fail because now you know what not to do. And there's a lot of success in knowing what you should not do or what isn't cut out for you. Keep that in mind moving forward, guys. Always, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you like this YouTube video. There's going to be many more out there like this that I'm going to make. And please drop a comment. Let me know what you think about my opinion. Is there something else you'd like me to do a YouTube video on? Please let me know. I'd love to know. Take care, guys.